What's up, everybody? This is the Misguided Podcast. We intend to guide you to a better future. I'm sitting here with Tay from Music Over Madness podcast. His co-partner Dale couldn't be here today, but we're gonna interview Tay and kind of hear his upcoming and upbringing and why he started the podcast Music Over Madness. Make sure you guys check that out, okay? So how you doing today, my brother?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good. You sound a little bit sick. You sick or not?
No, that's actually how I sound.
Really? That's funny. All right, cool. You gotta throw some auto-tune on there, man. Or you sound like you already got some on there. You do music?
I do. You can check me. I actually just dropped a project Monday. If y'all interested in that kind of thing, it's called The Line and the Goat too. It's
The
under
Line and the Goat too?
Yeah,
Okay.
The Line and the Goat too.
What's it?
With you go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead. What's it under? What's your like rap name so I can look it up?
Travis the Leo. So Travis the Leo, and my rap name is actually Wordplay 187. But since it dropped under the producer Travis the Leo, I'm just I'm a rapper, yeah. But it's all me rapping. It's just his beats and stuff.
For sure. I'll listen to that next. Oh, 3 songs I see. Soul Plane, I'm on the Moon, and
Spell. Oh no, the next one, that's the first one. You should listen to the next one. The first one is kind of rough. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, I got you. I'm looking for it. Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, intro, slumped, common sense, pain, 2 decisions. Explain your style for the audience.
Punchlines. That's basically punchlines.
So you watch a lot of battle rap then too, huh?
Right. As soon as you hear it, that's what you're gonna hear.
All right, who's your favorite battle rappers?
It would have to be Cassidy, Arsenal, and Loaded Lux.
Okay, yeah, loaded dangerous, Arsenal dangerous too. That battle, oh man, yeah. All right. How do you, as a true battle rap fan, there's a lot of mixed opinions on Hitman. How you feel about Holla?
Hitman, he's dope, but I feel like when he brings his brother on stage, he uses his brother just does a little bit too much.
Too much.
Yeah. And that takes away from the performance.
But okay, I agree, but then to some point I don't, because I feel like that is his performance. Like Hitman is an entertainer. He is great for TV, which is why he's been on Wild 'N Out, right? And just his, obviously he got bars, right? But he's probably not the most lyrical guy there. Loaded Lux and Arsenal, they really are, their craft is very, lyrical, but Hitman is a show. And so when you go to watch him versus someone else, you go there for the show. You go there because his dumbass little brother is too hyphy, right? Like you want to see some shit. So yeah, yes and no, but yeah, I don't know. I'm a fan of Hitman, so.
I agree with everything you're saying, man. You right there. He is a show.
Yeah, you got to think about it. It's like you go to like when you were going to watch. I mean, you're like when your parents were going to watch the Pistons, Detroit Pistons, and Indiana Pacers play. They weren't going to watch like a good ass game of basketball. They were trying to see like like, what's gonna pop off here, like. So, but yeah, nah, that's cool, man. How long you been doing music?
Believe it or not, I've been making music. Well, at least I wrote my first rap when I was like 4. But I've been recording myself for about 4 years.
That's dope. Yeah, I wrote my first song too when I was 5, and it was to my first song I wrote was to the basketball song by Bow Wow. I'm playing basketball. I wrote my first remix to there. And then I wrote another remix to the Nelly Air Force Ones. Stopping in my Air Force Ones. Remember that shit?
Oh yeah, shit. Of course I do, man.
Yeah, man. So that was back in the day, and then it was over. From there, I just started writing. I got into a lot of poetry, dude. Like you heard my music, but it's like very like storytelling, like very personal, not as much punchlines. There's punchlines, but they're more like personal punchlines. And so I got into poetry at a young age, and kind of just like the storytelling aspect of music,
Oh yeah, I do a lot of poetry as well, but I guess it's more punch heavy, like similes and metaphors.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, there's so many different types of shit going on. How you feel about mumble rap?
I actually don't mind it. I really don't mind it. You don't really need to say a lot of different things. It's kind of like listening to a song that's in a different language, and you might just like the vibe and the melody to it. So I'm cool with that. I don't even
Wow,
understand.
no one's ever taken on that perspective. A different, like I never heard someone say it's like similar to that, and it totally is. Wow.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, like
you can hear a beat from a whole different language and like actually nod and like be like, oh, this kind of hit. Like, you know what I mean?
exactly. Don't know a damn thing they saying.
Like they be talking about you right in your face. You don't even know.
It's
But
not in
yeah.
your head.
True. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, nah, I don't know. Mumble rap for me is not the thing, but there are some songs that I do like the mumble on. Like it's like if you could do it right, you could do it. I ain't gonna hate on it. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah, most certainly.
if it sound good, it sound good. But if it sound bad, I'm gonna roast your ass, right? Like you deserve it. Right? But
The same thing
nah,
with lyrical rap too, though. Like
yeah,
sometimes some people they do a little bit too
too
much with the
much.
lyrical thing.
Too much mumbo, like
So
trying to
boring.
rhyme words and shit. Like sometimes Eminem do too much, right?
That's what
Like,
I mean.
nigga, I don't want to hear about like a fucking mother stabbing her baby. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hear about
nigga.
no vanilla gorilla. Don't want to hear it.
Facts. But he is a goat. But yeah, sometimes it's too much. But
Nice
cool.
witty.
What are some of your top rappers?
Um, Believe it or not, my top rappers would be like Royce the 5'9", Lupe Fiasco, King Los. Those would be my three.
Oh,
That's
so
because
you
I'm real
like
punchy and
you
heavy.
like real rap? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm glad you mentioned those. Yeah, King Los, man, his freestyles are incredible. Royce
King
the
Los is
5'9".
sick.
How you feel about like all the beef that's going on right now?
So between Lupe and Royce, Lupe is whipping Royce out as right now. It's
Yeah,
kind of crazy.
yeah, yeah. He it felt like it was like very personal. Like they for sure been going through a bunch of shit over the years. And
Yeah,
Lupe was like, I just gotta let it all out. And then Royce was just like super relaxed with it.
yeah. I don't think Royce really was on. I think Royce went first. I don't think he was really expecting Lupe to like smack him like that.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you underestimate your opponent. But Lupe been a lyricist, and you shouldn't have underestimated him.
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Yeah, man. Lupe need to drop some more music. He's been very silent for a while, but it'll probably come after all this promo and shit. But
Oh yeah.
for sure, let's go ahead and talk about your podcast, man. How'd you start the podcast?
The podcast. I've been wanting to start a podcast for years now, or at least just something to like vent out to. And Dell, he'd been chilling. He was like, just out of nowhere, it was June. In that same week, it was like June the 13th,
Mhm.
June the 11th, something like that. In that same week, I think it was a Wednesday, we ended up dropping. We recorded an episode. I think that Friday. That's Friday or Saturday. He was like, well, let's do a podcast. He created the design, and me and him came up with the name together. And I created the accounts, and we just went together. It was a team effort. And you would think we knew each other from childhood, but yeah, our chemistry is great, even though we're not science majors.
Nice punchline. I see you. Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Yeah, I mean shit, doing this podcast. I started with my homie I actually knew. But even then, like all the people we bring up on here is from the internet. Example number 100 right here. Like, and I've met so many cool people like all throughout the world, and that like I have contacts now everywhere. You know what I mean? If I need this, or I want to learn about this or something, I have a lot of people I can reach out to. And same here, a lot of people can reach out to me. So the internet is cool in the way that works.
Oh yeah, the internet is a great place.
Definitely. So what made y'all pick
Contact.
music though to talk about?
Well, we're like, that's basically what we be on Twitter for, music, like music updates, really. And
Yeah.
yeah, me being an artist, Dell's a producer, and he does like artwork as well
Okay.
for artists. So yeah, so it just seemed like just work together. So
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Do you guys ever discuss shit be happening with Joe Budden? I know that's more like podcasty, but it's still hip hop.
Yeah, we don't, because Joe Budden is such a weird guy. He's such a weird guy. I remember his ex was talking about how he took showers with the dog and shit like that. I try to keep that shit away from my podcast. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, man. I listen to Joe Budden all the time, but it's not necessarily because I like him. It's just because that shit is just, it's comedy, bro. It's like white girls watch, I guess, The Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? Or Love and Hip Hop, right? I just watch that. I just listen to that shit for entertainment. So
I feel that. He a dope rapper though. He a really dope rapper.
Yeah, right. Like
everything outside of that though.
But I think that like all goes into his personality, because he's been like this since he was a dope rapper, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he's just been out there. Like remember when Royce had to check his ass? I watched that video yesterday where he had to apologize on camera to Wu-Tang. Like that shit was hilarious. That was in 2009. Like, but he been crazy.
Him chasing kids down the block.
Yeah, man.
But he's a wild guy, man.
Yep. Cool. So what's been your favorite episode on your podcast?
All the episodes are our favorite. So whatever the last one we did is our favorite. Is my favorite, please.
All right, why though? Go into a little bit more detail.
Because anytime I'm able to stand in front of the mic, even outside of music, and just talk about whatever I do, and people tune in, whether it's one person or 100 people, they tune in and they listen to my day, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you don't get no easier than that, you know.
No, yeah. I feel it. That's cool, man. Has the podcast, like, has it been growing over the year, I think, or you said?
Oh no, it was June this year.
Oh shit! Oh, bro, you fresh.
This year, yeah.
Have people been supporting and numbers keep growing and stuff for you?
Surprisingly, yes. So when I seen your post on, I think it was Reddit, I had to immediately jump on it. I had looked into your podcast and then I jumped on. I was like, let me jump on that. I said, it doesn't hurt to shoot my shot right now. You know, he might not want to, but I said, let me just shoot my shot and see what happens. I mean, because that's how you grow, collabing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, man, I like, well, I've been doing this. I started in May of 2020, so a little bit over a year. We started it literally like the first day the world was announced as a pandemic, right? Like, literally the first day. And so it's been cool to see the growth. And like you said, networking is like the number one reason we've been growing. And so I think it's best to reach out to as many people as you can. And then even through that, you learn a lot of shit. Like, you know, I mean, maybe even while you being up here, you can learn shit, right? Like, I mean, obviously you're very comfortable on the mic, but maybe you can learn, like, there are questions to ask. Like, I've learned so much, like how to be on camera person, you know what I mean? And I've always loved the camera. Like, I'm super comfortable and stuff like that. Obviously being a musician, you kind of have to be in some sense, but I don't know, there's a bunch of shit you can learn by just talking with somebody.
Oh yeah, most definitely, and that's why I like doing interviews a lot too. Me and Dale, we bounce well off of each other as well. But doing interviews, you know, adding a third person to that dynamic is really dope.
Yeah,
and you can see like how another person thinks. It could be completely opposite of how you think, and you can go see something that you've never seen before or heard before.
Yeah, exactly. Well, true. Cool. What cool. So like, let's talk about a little bit of building wealth through business. Obviously your podcast just started, so you guys haven't started capitalizing on money or anything just yet, but that would definitely come. What are some ways you're kind of building wealth? Like, what do you do? Do you have a 9-to-5? What's going on?
So I work part-time at UPS, but I also do real estate as well.
Okay.
Yeah, on top of that, you know, I invest in stocks, and I've been doing that since I was like 18. And now I'm 23. So I'm always kind of learning new things and trying new things out, you know, so.
You know, it's good. I'm very glad to hear you at such a young age, investing in stocks and learning, right? Because a lot of people at 18, bro, I wish I knew this shit at 18. So that's gonna be we'll talk about it later. But like what, like if I would have knew this shit at 18 that I know now, oh my God, it'd be a wrap. Like, you know what I mean? Like it would be a wrap. So like it's just good to hear that, especially, in our community, the Black community, right? Like a lot of people, they don't teach us that. We're not taught, our parents aren't taught that stuff. So
that's very true, man. Sadly, I learned majority of my investing from outside of the Black community, which is crazy.
yeah, I learned it all from the white people. I'll just be honest.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I didn't know if you wanted me to say that. Yeah, that's why I learned it from.
Transparency, bro. Transparency.
That's why I learned it from the white people. They taught me. I ain't gonna say they taught me everything, but they did. They taught me a big chunk of like financial literacy. Because when I was growing up, it was always, even with teachers, like Black teachers, they get money, they spend it as soon as they get it, And I was like there got to be something better than this.
Yeah, I say what I learned most is how to be paper smart. And I'm not going to say book smart because sometimes books are very stupid, right? Textbooks, but paper smart. And what I mean by that is like taxes, the shit you got to fill out every year, right? To survive, or like, credit card, reading the credit card disclosure, paper smart, right? And what I learned from like the Black community is just how to be street smart, right? Or how to be one step ahead and not like, just how to like get by, right? Instead of how to get over in a good way, not like scamming and shit like that. But yeah, that's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, that's how I learned too. I learned in the Black community of like how to talk, how to smooth talk my way into things. And that's what I do. I smooth talk my way into things, and I set the foundation like that. And then I get the money the way the white people get the money. I mean, set the foundation. They get real comfortable with me. I set the foundation like that. Using my my slang. And,
no, exactly. Yep, the way to talk. That's exactly. I missed that. That's a very important part. Cool. So you said you are working at UPS part-time, and you said real estate. Let's dive into the real estate. What exactly are you doing in real estate?
Basically just buying like properties and selling them. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. I want to do in the next 5 years. I do want to like have a real like empire type thing.
So how many properties have you flipped so far?
2, 3, 4, maybe like 6.
Damn, bro, that's a lot at your age. Like, how are you? First of all, let's start from the beginning. How'd you get introduced to it? And let's talk about how you saved up for that first one.
So I got introduced to it really when my senior year of high school. My aunt, she was in real estate, and I knew that she had money. I just never understood how. I never asked because as a kid you just don't ask, and you taught don't ask somebody about their money. Stuff like that. And just one day she sat me down. She's like, "You good at math? Let me show you something real quick." And I don't know what possessed her to want to fix up her house in the fucking summertime. but she ended up grabbing me. And that's what I was doing in 90-degree weather, fixing up a house. And I was like, damn, what is the point of this shit? And she got that profit back. I was like, okay, maybe it ain't too bad. Maybe it ain't too bad. And to answer your question on how I saved up for it, just investing, and I just got lucky. And luckily, my family, they're not rich by any means, but I never had to like go out and get it. I never had to struggle like that. So I was able to like take my money, and it was my money, and I put it to the side, and I was able to do that.
I'm glad you're honest about that, because everybody want to glamorize the struggle or want to say they struggled when
I don't get that.
Like it's cool not to struggle, bro. Like thank you for being honest, and thank you for saying your parents actually, took care of you in the right way. Like that's dope. You know what I mean? Like that's what you want.
Yeah, man. I ain't never really understood that. Like people who rap about guns and they never held no gun. I rap about things that I've seen and I've done, and yes, they're terrible things, but I mean, I rap about what's my life, or I speak about what's my life. You'll never hear me talking about how I ain't never had a struggle or nothing like that. Or like, well, you'll never hear me talk about you'll never hear me rapping on the mic about how, man, I went to bed and it won't nothing in the fridge. There's stuff always in my fridge. I mean, I was always eating.
Yeah, facts. But that's good, bro. I mean, shit. Yeah. So how old were you when you started real estate?
21. So just 2 years.
Bro, that's a blessing, man. Man, congrats. You need some praising, man.
Appreciate it.
That's amazing. Did you read any books to podcasts to get you started? Like Bigger Pockets? You know, like
I
anything?
learned it all from my aunt, she taught me a lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. So why flipping instead of buy and hold or any other strategy?
Um, Flipping is easier for me because I live in North Carolina. The properties are cheaper. So flipping it wasn't that big of an issue. And uh, just a little heads up, they're about to build what do we call it, Apple Center, Apple headquarters in Raleigh. So the real estate market about to really boom.
It's been hot. Like last year it was super hot. I tried looking at it, but it's too hot, bro.
It's about to get real high though. It's
Yeah.
hyper high right now. So even if you can get a small little property, I suggest you do it. If you can.
Where are they building it?
In Raleigh, either in Raleigh or Durham. But like as I said, like people all over the place, like Raleigh, I mean like Fayetteville and stuff like that, because it's only an hour commute. People drive further than that to go to work every day. So I do, even if you can get a property in Fayetteville or Hope Mills, I do advise you to.
Yeah. How much are properties out there right now? And has the market slowed down a little bit?
It jumped up during the pandemic. It went down because I guess like people weren't really, they were getting fired from their jobs regularly, so they couldn't really, work like they wanted to.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So that's when a lot of people started flipping and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go into details on your first property. So let's talk numbers if you're open.
So my first property, I was like, I had a rough start. I ain't gonna lie,
bro. That's what I want to hear. That's why I asked you. Let's do it.
I believe I actually lost money.
Okay.
If we being 100, and it wasn't that much. It was like land. It's like maybe like $15,000.
Okay.
And I think I sold it for like 7,000-8,000 because I gave up halfway through the project.
Because it was what? So why? What was
it wasn't lucrative enough for me, and it was too much work. And that's what happened. My eyes were bigger than my plate. I seen something. I was like, let me jump on it right now, and it was a waste of money, for me. And that was my first major fuck up. But I was glad that I fucked up when I was 21 instead of like later down the line, when I got kids and family and then if I fuck up, it's just me. If I fucked up later down the line, it would have been my family. Now my kids, they gonna eat, but they might not be able to eat as much as they want to. You know what I mean? Like just take one plate instead of two.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, so you bought land, and this was in North Carolina?
Yes, it was.
Do you mind disclosing the city?
It was in Fayetteville.
Oh, okay. Right next to J. Cole. I see you. That's cool.
Yeah.
So you bought the land for 15. Why did you have to sell it for 7 or 8? How come you couldn't sell it for like 12 at least or something like that?
I fucked it up.
Oh, you fucked up the land, like trying to build on it?
Right. Yeah, fucked it up. So at this point, I just took the first offer I could because I was like, I might not get any higher, which is bad, by the way. Don't ever do what I did. Don't ever go for the first offer. But I did it anyway because I was like, there's no way. And for a long time, I actually didn't want to flip anymore because that was such a loss to me.
Bro, that happens to so many people, and that's literally why they stop in real estate. Is because their first deal goes wrong and they're like, I'm never doing this again. Whoever told me this is crazy. But once you get over that hump, and like you have to go through it to learn that. You couldn't have read that in a book and be like, oh, okay, like like I'm gonna learn and do it, because then you avoid that, right? But then something else pops up. Something else could have popped up later down the line once it's already bought. What if it didn't appraise for the correct value that you had planned, right? Like, so there's so many things that could go wrong, but then there's also so many exit strategies and also so many ways that it can go right. And so I think for anybody looking to get into real estate, it's all about their risk tolerance. So How'd you bounce back and get into it? What made you say, fuck it, I'm tripping, let me go back?
What made me get back into it, it's crazy, it's actually the pandemic. I was like, damn, I was like, all these properties are going down. Said this is the time to jump on that shit. And market started opening back up. I ended up flipping a little bit better, learning new things. But the flips that I do now, I'm a partner now. I have a partner with it, and that way it's not all on me. So if I fuck up, it's part, so we go half and half, like that, instead of like, by myself. And my partner is my aunt now. So
yep, that's cool. That's cool. Keep it in the family too, building wealth within the family. Generational wealth. I love to hear it. That's cool, man. That's really cool. So you say you got about 6. Do you plan, what are you doing with this money that you're getting? Like, where are you parking it?
What I want to do, I don't like to get too much in detail, but what I want to do is I want to build a free vicinity, or like an apartment complex for like single mothers and their children to stay at for like, like a year, but they only have to pay like 3 months.
J. Cole.
Right.
You listen to J. Cole, huh?
I fuck with his vision. He a dope person.
Okay. Me too. That's my favorite rapper. But besides like favorite rapper, this is my favorite like person.
No, man, he's dope. But yeah, I always wanted to help people, because even though I didn't struggle, I was around people who did struggle. So I'm not blind to it. A lot of people who didn't struggle, they're blind to that. And that's why they glorify it so much, because they think it's some kind of hurdle or some shit. Some people die in that same struggle, and I just try to prevent that as much as I can.
Nah, yeah, I really fucks with that goal, man. My mother was a single mother raising 2 kids, and I can see the struggle, and just like right now, she's even trying to move right now, and it's fucking impossible for her, damn near. She's like having to almost downgrade. Like, bro, we live in the Bay Area, so super expensive, right? Most expensive place. We live in Berkeley, which is most expensive place, right beside San Francisco. And she's trying to move to Oakland, and it's just like, even Oakland is like, god damn, bro, so gentrified now. But and so the process is super hard. And so I've even thought, I think I had this idea like maybe 2 years ago of having the same vision of starting like buying these houses and having them like not short term, but kind of short term for single mothers to get them on their feet, right? And provide, free housing for them for a year. I think J. Cole did like 9 months or a year. And just get them on their feet while they can, make those moves. I've thought of the same thing. So that's super dope to hear that other people are thinking about that as well.
Oh yeah, because that's what it's about. It's about helping the community and helping people. Because at the end of the day, these children are our future, and you want our future to be bright. Yeah. And in order for it to be bright, you got to give these children the tools that they need.
Yeah. Like, could you imagine, like, and just like, I don't know, could you imagine like how good it would feel to just see someone like say like a single mother has a kid at a young age, right? 20 years old, 21 years old, whatever. And you provide this housing for her, and see that like 2 to 3, 5 years later, to see who she became, like, you know what I mean? And who that kid becomes, and maybe later that kid ends up buying the house from you, and now you're introducing real estate to them, and like just building wealth, right, within the community and giving back at the same time. Great feeling.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah.
You can't beat that. It's a feeling that I don't think anybody can beat.
Yeah, most definitely. Cool. Let's talk about the stocks that you're into. How you said you've been investing since 18. How the hell did you get into that, and what stocks are you investing in?
Right now, it's funny. The stocks that I'm in, they're kind of funny. Let me pull up my stock portfolio real quick.
Who do you use? Who's the brokerage?
I actually use Robinhood now.
Yeah. You still use them?
Yeah, I still use them.
Yeah, they're so easy. You can't.
Yeah, like it's impossible not to.
Yeah.
2 years ago, I had bought like a Sony stock, right when the PS5 was being rumored around, and it was like $30, and it then jumped up to like $100. And of course, I mean, it's a huge jump. I bought a few shares of it, and it was like, damn, that's probably like one of my favorite stocks that I had jumped into.
What's the stock?
But Sony.
Oh, Sony. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And another stock that I copped into a while ago was Tesla. I got Tesla 5 years ago, and it grew. It grew like no tomorrow.
Yeah, but then it also dropped like crazy, and it was kind of scary. Were you scared?
No, because Elon Musk, like everybody wanted a Tesla. So I was like, I know like that's the game. It come with the game. I'm pretty sure Apple and Amazon dropped heavy at one point too.
Yeah. No, that's true. And like, I think if they get like another CEO, like a good CEO, that company could go crazy. I think he's just a little bit too childish, as a CEO, but I kind of like it at the same time. But I don't think you should be CEO and be childish. I think maybe you should be somewhere else on the board or something. But
I understand.
Yeah. But no, I thought I didn't get in at a great time. Like I when that shit dropped like heavily, I was down big time. But I only really just bought one stock just to test it. I got a homie who's like heavily invested in it, but I don't know. I definitely should have got it when they did the split, right?
I was glad that I was already in it. I remember this older guy telling me about it. He was like, "Hey, Tesla about to split up." I was like, "Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about that."
Mm-hmm.
But I was glad I got into it because I remember like even 4 or 5 years ago, Elon Musk was talking about going to the moon or going to space. So
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. I see that happening.
Yeah. So how diversified is your profile? Are you only in like tech stocks or?
Nah, I actually invested in Dog Coin.
Doge, whatever.
I just wanted to check it out. It's actually doing pretty well right now.
What's it at right now?
I think it's like 30 cents now.
Oh, okay.
But when I got it, it was like five. It was like half a penny or something.
Damn. Yeah, I got it at like maybe 20 something cents. So, but I didn't put that much in it. I just did it as like to like just literally look at it really. just to watch it. Yeah, I just want to see. And when everybody flipping out, and I think the other day it hit like 75. So it's definitely gonna go above $1. So I'm gonna make money. But and I'm a long-term investor. I don't do no options, no futures, whatever. That's not me, not short-term. I strictly like once I throw it in there, I'm trying to keep it in there for like 7 to 10 years at the minimum.
Oh, yeah, I used to try to do like high risk stocking, and I just wasn't good at it. Which means that's why I don't gamble because I'm just not good at it.
Bro, you really gotta like have patience, which I don't have, and you have to like just be always paying attention. And I do so many other businesses. I don't have time to be looking at my stock all day, right? Like
that was my huge issue. Like I'm doing so many things, and sometimes I might skip a day or two without hopping on the stock market, and then I hear something like one of my stocks crash, and I'm like, "Fuck, should have been on there."
So that's not for me. And obviously they have like the where you can automatically sell when it hits the price, but it's just not for me. I just want to throw my money in there. I go do all my other businesses and make money, and then I come back and look at my account and like, oh shit, that shit look good. That's a
dream.
Yeah, that's me. But that's cool. All right, let's talk about some more stock stuff. Shit, I got a whole list. I got a whole whiteboard over here. Let's see if you fucked with any of these stocks. You fuck with any goddamn index funds or anything?
Nah, man. It's really it's really just tech based, really, to be honest.
Yeah. You fuck with any marijuana industries?
I was just about to pull up one. I ain't gonna lie.
I got a couple.
I got YOLO right now.
YOLO. I was just about to say that. Damn. Okay.
That one jumped up real high for me. Yeah. I got that bitch back when it was like $6.
Oh.
Yeah, it's at almost $18 an hour.
Damn. Okay. Yeah.
There's another one I think I got into. Let me see.
You got any wait, YOLO? Oh, I got YOLO twice on there. What is Tilroy?
No, I ain't get that one.
You didn't get that
one? Ever been in Cleveland Cliffs?
Cleveland, say it again.
Cleveland Cliffs, like cliff.
What's that?
I don't know what it is. I got it. It was a free one that I ended up getting. I ain't gonna lie, but it jumped up. So
I'm gonna look it up. Cliffs Mining Company.
yeah, that's exactly what it is.
That was funny. That is based in Hawaii, Ohio. Okay, cool. What about? Are you into any big ones?
Outside of Tesla and Amazon, no.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Not much either. I do like. Do you do any like dividend stocks?
No, I don't. You know what? One stock I hate that I didn't get into was Uber right when the pandemic started.
Yeah, because you knew it was, bro. Their prices, man. I fucking hate Uber now. Fuck Uber. It's like
Uber racist as shit, man. What you talking about?
Uber racist, and they prices is ridiculous. It's like robbery. So is Lyft. It's literally robbery now. I remember when that shit used to be like $4. You could get on a ride for $4 after the club and go back home. And now that shit is $80 to $100.
Yeah, at this point, I just trust myself to walk home. I ain't gonna drive home.
I'm gonna walk my ass 2 hours. I don't care. Like, just think about it. It's $40 an hour. I'm saving myself. Like, fuck that shit. But yeah, it just don't even make me want to go out and drink anymore. It's just like, I'm gonna just get drunk at home. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then Uber Eats and DoorDash and Postmates, the delivery prices are fucking crazy.
Yeah, and that would have been great to invest in, like literally right when you saw the pandemic coming. Like that would have been.
Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna last as long.
Nah, yeah, and it's still going, bro. We might be in another shutdown right now, but yeah. Anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to the Hella Misguided segment, where I ask the same question to each entrepreneur that comes up on the show, and that is, if you were to write a letter to your 18-year-old self, what would you tell yourself in a summary?
Don't give up so easily.
Okay.
That's basically one thing I would tell them. Just don't give up so easily. And even if you make a mistake, it doesn't mean that you're going to keep making those mistakes.
Yeah.
Just don't make the same mistake twice.
Yep. That makes sense. Shit, sorry. Someone just sent an Uber to my house. Random. Hold on. Okay, cool. So that was super random. Wow. That is random. Don't give up on yourself. All right, what are some other bullet points that you would write in that letter? Like, because you would just, if your 18-year-old self is just looking at that, you'd be like, all right, what the fuck? Trash. Because your 18-year-old self is hella stubborn, you know what I mean? So you'd be like,
yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm stubborn now at 23. I ain't gonna tell.
Facts.
Yeah. So what I would say is, damn, it's funny that you brought up stubborn. I probably wouldn't even read letter at 18.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So it got to be something that would stick, right? That when you open it, yeah.
So if I wrote it, I'd be like, damn, that's a good question, because I don't know what anybody could tell me that's gonna make me listen, not even myself. That's crazy. I tell myself there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, which is so corny to say, but it's good to hear. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you keep digging, don't dig. If you keep digging, yeah, you're gonna get dirty, but at the end of that dirt, you might find some gold. That's how I talk to myself anyway.
Yeah.
So
no, that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a bar.
That's
a bar. For sure. For sure. Cool. So there any other things you do, like besides real estate, UPS, and invest in the stocks? Any like other shit you tried?
There was this one time before the pandemic. It wasn't a money thing. It wasn't a money grab. Because I can juggle, so I used to like go around and do like performances for like children, because I'm all about children, not the way R. Kelly is, but I'm all about children and seeing their futures and stuff like that. And that used to brighten up their days.
Can
So that's what I used to do.
you juggle? How many can you juggle at a time?
I can do 7 balls, 6 rings, I think 5 bowling pins.
How the hell did you learn that?
Bro, it's such a random day. And I was
You
like,
bored?
bored is really what happened. I think I was like, I want to say 10 years old when I started.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool, man. Shit, at least you like going around, making kids smile and shit, and like that's
Oh,
dope,
yeah.
bro. That's really dope. It's rare you find that, you know what I mean? That really people care
Especially in
about
the
it.
Black community.
Yeah.
It's, but juggling taught me about white privilege because I noticed like Black kids, they're standoffish and they respect their personal space. White kids, you drop a ball, or even if you're like juggling in general, they'll walk right up and pick up your juggling prop like that shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's because the Black mothers and fathers beat the shit into the kids that don't talk to strangers or really don't trust anybody and shit like that. And the
White
white
kids walk
kids,
right up on me.
they fucking offer you ice cream and shit. Oh, you dropped the ball? You want me to go buy you a new one? Like, but nah, yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's cool. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Man, I hope I see myself somewhere retired, man. Real talk. I'm not trying to work long.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to work long. I just want to make it to like, cause I got younger brothers. I want to have a lucrative business where they can like take over, even if they liquidate the business. They don't want to work, but I just want them to like see where the money come from, how money is made, and invest in whatever they want to invest in. They might not want to do real estate. Maybe they have some other cool idea, but I want them to have the funds available to start that idea.
Yeah.
And that's what I see myself in 5 years.
Do you have a business plan, like of a type of business you want to start?
Yeah, but it's on raps because I ain't heard it yet.
Okay.
It's on raps. Yeah.
For sure. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's always good to have a plan. At least you know where you want to head. So you just really gotta take the many steps to like even put the pieces in the puzzle, whether it's like connecting, networking is your first step, saving up your second, you know what I mean? Stuff like that, just to get you to that point. Facts. Cool. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. The last question for you is a segment I like to call Guided Conclusions, where I ask you a question that we haven't talked about previously to recording. It could be funny, serious, or heartbreaking. All right, you ready? Okay. You gotta be honest, man. You gotta be honest. Right. All right. Who had the better song, Tory Lanez or Cassidy?
Tory Lanez had the better song. It sounded like he was still stuck in 2004.
He was. I swear that was recorded in like 2007. Like, yeah. Bro, did he mix it himself? Like,
I think he produced the beat too. And people got to start to be honest with rappers, man. You got to be, yo, this is not it.
Yeah, true. What about the bars? Were the bars there?
The bars were there, but like it was
delivery.
Like, yeah, and it was like just straight out of 2004. I felt like I was in a time machine. And like hit the microphone sounded like he was sitting on the microphone or some shit. I don't know.
You know what? Yeah, like he recorded on the sidekick. But like Tory Lanez didn't even have like he the production and everything. Like for me, the Tory Lanez bars was like jabs, right? There was no like knockouts, right? It was just like jab here, mention your name here. I'm gonna go back to Megan Thee Stallion real quick. Let me come back to Cass. But the production and the video and all that shit was kind of dope.
It was real dope.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, I want to see more on this though. How you feel about Tory Lanez?
He's very talented, but he's very ignorant as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Like the quarantine radio, I think he was about to sign a deal for like $10 million. And he threw that away basically with that Meg Thee Stallion situation. So, hey, it is what it is.
Did you cancel him for 2020?
Well, he wasn't in my top 10 anyway. Like he wasn't one of my most, like I just listened to him. Like I think I got back into him after like the Joyner and him and Joyner had beef. and I got back into Tory Lanez. I forgot how dope he was because he was just making like a bunch of singing songs. So I forgot.
I forgot how dope he was at rapping too. And it
Yeah,
sucks because like
I
with the
forgot.
whole thing. But yeah. No, he's good at making music. He is hella ignorant. And he's good at promoting the shit. Like did you saw the album or whatever song he just released with NFTs and made $1 million in like 97 seconds, and
It was crazy.
that's insane. And then like that's not even the first thing, the quarantine radio, like him just being an innovator, the him doing the live sessions on YouTube of him actually going into the booth and making a song and asking his fans what they want him to sing about, and like that type of shit, that is dope. Like dude is a dope ass artist. He just needs to calm his shit down on the women's side, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, nah, I feel it. That's cool. How you feel about Russ before we wrap up?
Rush is actually I don't listen to his music, but the way he conducts himself is really dope. As he's a one-man machine, mixing, producing, recording. He does it all by himself. And he makes a lot of money. He made Forbes a few times. So
Yeah.
you can't.
You don't listen to him? Why you don't listen to him? He
I
got
just don't
dope
like,
music.
I don't know. Russ ain't really my cup of tea.
Okay. Damn. Yeah, I fucks with Russ. Well, I mean, you obviously fuck with his like him, but his music dope too. Okay, cool. All right, well, I appreciate you coming up here, my brother. Any last words you want to say? What's your social media and stuff for everyone?
So you can find the podcast social media on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Music Over Mad Pod. And you can follow me personally on Twitter at wordplay_187 if you're curious about that.
You ain't got no Instagram?
I don't.
What? You're 23 years old? You don't have an Instagram?
Well, I used to have one back in high school, but that shit got corny real quick.
Yeah. What's your Twitter? I'm about to follow her now.
Wordplay _187.
Underscore. I missed that. For sure. Found you. Okay, bro. I'm gonna check out your music. I might play some of it at the end. Don't sue me though, all right?
Oh no, that's fine.
I'm gonna delete that shit. No,
oh, you got the wrong one, man. You got the wrong Wordplay. That's my burner account.
What? Bro, you said, oh yeah. I love how you it's not popping up though. Oh yep, I found it. That's my burner.
The black smiley face.
You be trolling people? That's funny.
Nah, I made it to do something, but I just never got around to doing it.
Okay. For sure, man. All right, Tay. I appreciate you coming up here.
Thank you for having me, Juwan.
Yes, sir.
All right.